Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hard Drive 32, a channel dedicated to the creation of 32-bit games. I'm your host, Alan Solkin. It is fantastic to have you here on this Tuesday morning. And today we're going to continue where we left off and work on the texturing portion of our 3D model for the lead character, Val, the heroine of the game I'm working on called Aspire. So, super duper excited to continue work on that today. And there's going to be a lot of little changes, like for example, between now and last stream, I keep tweaking the audio for this, and I had the audio just as best as could be for this terrible mic of mine, and then I switched over to OBS, messed up all my settings, and then I had to adjust it all. So now, I think I've got it as good as I can. There's never going to be perfect. As good as I can, me, the non-audio engineer. So hopefully you enjoy the dulcet tones of my voice, both on Instagram and on Twitch and YouTube. Because, like I said, I'm on here Monday through Friday, streaming on both Twitch and YouTube and Instagram. So you can catch me in the mornings any old time working on games. So feel free, if you enjoy the content today, to like, comment, subscribe, and keep up with the progress of the game. So then, alright, let's go ahead and jump back into the project proper. And I think what would be best to start off with is, last time we were working on the texturing part of it, and I noticed a few things with the texturing. One, some of the geometry wasn't quite lining up where I thought it should once I actually started doing the texturing. And then two, I think there's a couple points where additional geometry might be needed. But we're going to jump into the 3D modeling, do some touch-ups, re-export it, bring it back into Substance Painter, and then continue painting where we last left off. Let me switch over to my screen here. Voila. Yeah, we'll put myself in the bottom left side here. So I actually exported the texture at the resolution you might see in the game. This is with none of the lighting applied. And I just wanted to look at things here and see if we can't modify it to make it look a little bit better. Because, like, for example, I drew this line as straight as I could, but it's just not quite perfect. So we're probably going to adjust that one just a hair. And then the other thing is we're going to look at the back of the collar here, adjust it as well. I might also play around with the skirt here a bit. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. Might adjust just a hair, but yeah, little areas like that. We're gonna adjust some things here. Let's go ahead and get into this model itself. And begin editing. Right. That's what I would love to do. It's funny whenever you jump from one 3D program to the other. Just like, where am I? It's been so long since I've been in Blender. As much as I see here. Thinking through. What we could do, I think I'm going to add an additional subdivided line here. This is going to give us a lot more control. And we'll have to reflow some of this geometry here, just a hair. We right click subdivide. And one of the nice thing is, as you saw there, it doesn't adjust my pre-existing textures, my pre-existing UVs. So we're not going to lose any of our progress, thank God. And this will just allow us to tweak things a hair more. Connecting these. So let us adjust the boobies as well, which is nice. Give us the opportunity to play around with that. Yep. Let us play with some boobies today. Get it adjusted for it. Maybe give her more defined abs too. And I think what I can do is very cleanly. Yeah, I can turn these into a quad. Isn't that awesome? All hail quads. This is good. All I have to do here is dissolve this line. Dissolve edge. Voila. So we don't have much of a difference in our modeling itself, but now we've got this entire loop we can play with to make the collar look better, as well as like adjust her mammaries. Get her mammaries looking good. And down here, oh well, that's a quad. I don't like that shape, so we're going to connect it here for now. I'm okay with that. Pack in some geometry in here. The only downside is I want to work on this in the most even way possible. Like I want to work through everything as mirrored as I can. And I did add some geometry. Oh, welcome, Half Evil. Good to have you here. He's got a really cool game project going too. And what I want to do here is I'm going to try to clean up the collar here, because as you saw, I simplified the geometry because I'm trying to do a 32-bit game, but the collar is way too big compared to the concept art. So here's my concept art here in the background. Click on it here. Sorry guys, one moment here. Woo! Remember the focus button in Blender. You can see focus, shortcut, Blender. It is num to center the view. Okay, there you go. Num key. Duh. Just kidding, I would never thought to click the num key. What the hell is the num key anyways? Let's see here. Period. Numpad period. Ah, it's a numpad period. Okay. That's why I was using the period on my keyboard, not the period in the numpad. Okay, so here's my concept art for her. And like her collar is pretty huge, but as I was working on it, it looked kind of bad. So I'm gonna bring that collar in, I'm gonna tweak it, and the extra geometry will let us push inwards on the boobs and play with her abs here. While still being a PS2 game, I don't think I'm going too far overboard for the geometry. So, okay, back to it. Focus on my babe here. I'm so used to pressing the period on my keyboard. Back here. the old school PlayStation 1, everybody's got to have everyone's got to have pointy boobs that could poke someone's eye out. We'll flatten out her abs. bring up the shelf, as it were, is what I'm gonna call it. Oh my lord. Tweaking here. The downside is I've already applied the mirror modifier, and I mean, I could always go backwards on it, but I just don't quite want to. Bring this shelf down here. That's a review here. It's just cracking me up when I'm trying to proper nip points. These little details, they're important. Cool. Yeah, so it's kind of nice about that. It's actually making it getting closer to looking like a legitimate collar. And I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slide it down here and scale. I think I'm gonna scale these inwards to make them. Give me a second. Thinking through the points I want to adjust this color. Oh, by the way, guys, I think I'm gonna start just playing music on this channel, even if it doesn't mean I can monetize videos. I'm not big enough to monetize anyways right now, so I think I want to just start playing some fun music for you guys. And let's start today. You guys ready? I'm gonna play you guys what I'm listening to in the background. It's gonna be worth a laugh. There you go. I'll make sure Instagram people get the sub audio too. Enjoy some 90s anime, guys. Some 90s anime theme songs. I've been like in an old school kick where I was listening to some Gundam Wing music. And once I started getting into Gundam Wing, I've fallen down my 90s anime rabbit hole. And it's a fine rabbit hole to fall down. I'm happy with where it's led me. Kind of editing by instinct at the moment. Oops. Oh, I am not redoing my texture, but part of me kind of wants to adjust some things. I ain't going to. Oh, that's what future models are for. I'm just seeing this little edge line, how clean it can be now. But it is what it is. So my goal here is a little bit more of a toughie. So silly looking when I do this. Oh, come on, thing. There we go. Trying to bring the collar down a little bit more. And I might fading. Add more geometry here. Thinking very hard. Nice thing is I can always reduce geometry afterwards, which I may have to do. I would just love to have a more pronounced collar than so. And then these need to come in almost to the collar point. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. Scale in, just the X. That. See how I'm getting a more pronounced collar that way? Let's see if we can expand outwards. Make sure we unflatten those boobs a bit. In the right location. Let's take these pieces and we're going to smooth them a bit. Now, it feels a little inappropriate at the moment as far as like, maybe I can dissolve these edges so they're still quads. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I think I just need to adjust some portions of these lines here. Going back here. Dandy with that. I think that's fine. Not that I want to necessarily do that, but out here. I'm not happy with the tension we got going here. Quick, smooth. Maybe two will come to the rescue here as I tweak all this. Ah, so Naruto opener. Or no, this is Bleach opener. No, it's Beck's opener. Sorry, this is from Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad. Yoru started there. I'm still alive. From Space Pack. Love is rising tonight. What's the nation tonight? Why almost another day. Let's straighten these lines here. There we go. That's nice. Shooting star. Good night. Alright, so now to make these more pronounced, the edge of this. Good times, good song. These need to be a little bit smooth here. Got a big head on top. What the heck? Somehow my Instagram quit. I don't know why. We'll look at that here in a second. Oh, spent a lot of time on checking on Instagram. Instagram's like a bonus. And try to create a little bit of flow within this hair, something fun. Twist in some of the points here, make it a little more interesting. There you go, that's a little bit, I like that better. That's kind of cool. Love it, love it, love it. And that can actually now dissolve into a lovely quad. It's not too confused either. Is it actually though, tell me it's, did I turn my auto merge or did I turn it off? Let me see here. Auto merge, wow. I had my auto merge on. It's okay, easy solution. Yeah, we're able to simplify some of the geometry too. Sorry, my Instagram peeps. Time to stop my Instagram. Something weird must have happened. It is what it is. Good night, Instagram. Back to working. Cool, guys. Just need to... There. This is significantly better. Awesome. So... Take a moment here. I'm gonna bring her chest into just a hair here. She's strong. But that's a bit much. As far as like proportions go. I think everything here needs to be brought in a hair too. So I'm assuming I can select just the, oh good, I can select just the islands. That's gonna help me a lot. So we're gonna just select the islands here. there. Just having some fun with it. I dig that. It's a little bit closer to her look too for my concept art. Some little fine hair adjustments here. I dig it. Okay, I'm excited. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this model and we're going to re-export it out to Substance Painter. I'm going to get in painting again. And thankfully this re-imports into Substance Painter, no problem at all. So now we can close up with this and watch this. It's awesome. We'll open up a recent project. Oh, you guys gotta separate all my geeky music. Which actually, let me play, man. So what set me off on this big kick was specifically one song. I'd love to know if anybody in chat recognizes it. If you're a 90s kid who watched Toonami, this song gets ya. It's a Gundam Wing theme song. Good old Gundam Wing. The silliest Gundam show ever released. See, project settings. That's weird. I have re-imported it, but it is not showing it. Digite, just one beat, communication. That's not working. Huh. Pop up Blender again. See why it's not working. Maybe I didn't have Val. I may have not had Val selected when I did that. And maybe why, when I exported it, I didn't quite export it correctly. We'll find out. Oh, on a side note, my Trick Mario Party board is going amazingly well. So for the Mario Party stream, I am building a custom Mario Party board with some, to be very trolly, some custom music and custom all sorts of things. It's gonna be very, very dorky. Let's try this again. Yeah, I just gotta wrap up my duplex things that I'm working on. Oh, thank God. Okay, now it's working. Worked okay. Dang, son. Whoop. Oh, you know why it is, guys? We had the vertex base. Well, shoot. We learned lessons. I needed to redo it anyways. Yeah, I needed to redo it anyways. It's fine. This is fine. Okay? This is fine. We can do this. Let's solve this problem. Let's do a quick polygon fill. Just one beat communication. Need to be able to see the wireframe settings, so that's why I'm turning them on. There we go. Wireframe. Make it easy to see while I'm working on it. Oh, hey, they have this little toolbar. Fantastic. Let me see if I can move it up here. Move it down here. Can I move it anywhere but where it was? Nope, not really. Can I move it in here? Okay, it's gonna stay here. Alright, we've heard that one. Now then, another big one that I absolutely loved was Escaplone. Well, let's play like the 6th song from it. Oh. Hey, here it goes. There's the theme song for Escaplone. Give you guys those Japanese high school transported to fantasy world vibes this morning. Also, spoiler alert, Escaplone, like so many fantasy shows, ends with the girl returning to the real world. And I can never understand that decision. I'm always like, why would you just not stay in the fantasy world? Well, I get it, you have friends and family. But man, if you're able to ride a dragon and do some sorts of like cool stuff, I'm staying in the fantasy world. That's too cool. I don't know of any fantasy worlds where they're like, oh my lord, I haven't paid my taxes today. They're more like, oh my lord, have you slain that dragon? I mean, that's probably a riskier help, but if you're slaying a dragon, that means you're the hero in one of those stories. And if you didn't want to be one of the heroes, you could just be like a shopkeeper. You'd be like, oh, look, it's Lord Reginalius, the great hero who slayed 32 dragons, has come into my shop. He would like to buy a mithril sword. And you don't have to go on the adventure, you just sell him the sword. Now so you just become the shopkeeper, or the bar person. Every Dungeons & Dragons campaign begins in a bar, so that means bars are making bank in the fantasy world. That's where all the adventurers are. And all the poor people. It's aimed to be a shopkeeper or a barman. A barkeep. I didn't know there was more to this song. Alright, let's go. I only heard the theme song version of it. Cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. LOV it. Okay. So we fixed one layer. As for this poor thing, I think it's kind of just done for in a lot of ways. Which sucks, but that's okay. The line work one surprisingly turned out okay. Like, it's not like we're using this one for the actual design, but it does give me a foundation of where a lot of stuff will go. So let's put it here and then like very low opacity, just so I see what's up. And we'll make a layer here. Beautiful, beautiful song. What more can I play for you guys? Because we're just gonna have fun. Na na na. Not worrying about the monetization. Can't wait to see my YouTube copyright claims list. Massive. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, big enough to monetize. It don't matter what we play. Hey guys, be right back. I'm gonna give me some quick sip of coffee. Then we'll blast through some things real quick and call it a day. BRB. Sick! Sick, sick, sick. Got coffee in my blood, let's go. First things first. That's under polygon fill. They have a brush preset window, I bet they do. This song's freaking cool. A little less cool. Brushes. Oh, that's cool. You can use Photoshop ones, Photoshop brushes in here. It's really awesome. Just want hard brush. Basic hard. So we can adjust the shelf location too. And then can I minimize it? all my kingdom to be able to adjust this. I wish it would let me like slide the layout a little bit more for those things. It's fine. It's fine though. Not gonna worry about it. It's fine. I got some quick gold. Da, 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 da. There's no rough. Basic color. Got it. Give it a rich, warm gold again. Awesome. Turn on mirroring here. Did I get this right? Hello! Welcome, J. Cornell Art. Nice to meet ya. We have a fine morning. So currently working on a 3D character that's kind of based on kind of older PlayStation style characters. I'm on the painting phase of it too. It's always like kind of the fun stage of it. Yeah, thank you. Going by the awesome name, probably rock some art yourself. This tool, by the way, is really easy to use. And if you're... It's cool. That's great. I'm always curious in the debate between Clip Paint Studio, Paint Studio, Photoshop, or what's the other really popular one? There's one other one that's like Procreate. Which is your favorite of those? Or are you using GIMP or some other tool? Procreate! Yeah. Yeah, man, I need to abandon I need to abandon my Adobe ways. Procreate and the Paint Studio seem so stinking cool. And this one I'm using, so this is a Substance Painter. And I'll zoom out for a second to show you the character. This is the 3D model for it. And it's kind of like going to be like in a PlayStation 1 game. But here is the... Oh! Oh, your favorite is Photoshop. Oh, okay, so you're with me on the Photoshop train. Yeah, so this is the quick concept art for the character herself and what we're aiming for. And hopefully she'll resemble something like this once I'm all done. Kind of going for the old school PlayStation 1 style. But yeah, I use Photoshop too. It's honestly really robust. It's just there's like so many neat things Oh, you use it to create the doodles. Smart. Yeah, I'm seeing just like so many extra tools are getting added to like Procreate, Clipmate Studio that really are making me reconsider betraying my Photoshop. Yeah, but I'll have to. I would love to get like a sweet tablet. Oh, dude. Yeah, the hotkeys are incredible. Yeah. The hotkeys do make it pretty awesome. And so what I'm using now, this program, Substance Painter, it got bought by Photoshop, and so it's part of the Creative Suite. And if you're a student or a teacher, you can get it for free. And if you're not, it's an extra $40 a month. Womp womp. On top of the Adobe All Apps collection, which is crazy. But if you're a student, you can get on this and you can use it no problem at all. Yeah, part of this all is like, it's funny. There you go. I would say, here's the secret: is find any connection that is not using all the benefits of a student thing, and then just be like, hey, can I use your teacher or student email? Like so my wife, she's a teacher in college, and for quite a long time, I would just be like, hey, sweetie, can I use your teacher's email again? Just to get set up. But I'm actually, part of the reason why I've got this now is, in the spring I'm going to be teaching coding at a college. Yeah, there's all sorts of cool stuff, like, you get free Amazon Prime, or is it a reduced rate? You get, like, free Amazon Prime, I think, if you're a teacher or a student. And there's all sorts of just awesome little benefits. What kind of art do you create, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, and by the way, my trade. So my background is I've worked at a video game studio as an art director for 5 years, but my background is primarily in graphic design, and so I'm thankfully with this teaching job in college, I'm able to pursue kind of this indie game stuff again. So it's kind of like what this channel is going to be, is just me working on creative game projects. Oh, sweet. I'll say the 3D stuff isn't as hard as people make it out to be. It's just time consuming. And that's like true of illustration stuff. Illustrations, art, I feel like people make, I wouldn't say art is difficult as much as it is time consuming to get both good at and to get better. You know how, and you probably get this a lot because you do art stuff. Yeah, it's so time consuming. People are like, I could never be an artist. But it's just like people like you or me or anybody who does art, you just end up putting a lot of time into it and then you get good. So, not to say there aren't some people that are just insanely have a raw talent for it. That's cool. Props to you. Are you wanting to get into art as in a professional sense, or is it just a cool little hobby? Which, I think, yeah, it's certainly blessed. That's what it, yeah, exactly. That is so true. Yeah. You're just so talented. You're so good. By the way, this sounds like a humble brag when I'm like, people are just coming up to me like, Alex, you're just so good. But, like you're saying, it's just like, brah, it's a everyday struggle. That's an odd piece of geometry there. Oh, that's awesome! Go you! Yeah. I was working at, like, I worked at a teeny tiny studio that was like 20-ish people. And it was probably mobile games, and it was a lot of fun, but to be honest, I got really burnt out just due to, and you probably know this, man, just how stressful it can get sometimes. And so, like, I went back to doing graphic design, which is working on graphic design is significantly less stressful. But that's really cool. Good on you. Oh, wait, I adjusted this geometry. I forgot. That is cool. Is there a particular area of games you guys that you work on, like say mobile or console? Just for the fun. Oh, I know. Yeah, the VFX stuff is so cool. Like, it'd be amazing to get really good at Houdini or I'd even say Cinema 4D is better for VFX, or what's the other one, like Red Effects. There's so many cool tools out there to do, like, generative art, like virtual effects. Yeah, I would love to learn that stuff someday. And there's, I think one cool avenue I always see is people doing really neat short films for virtual effects. And to your point, I'm going to drop something in chat for you. It's called... Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. I'm going to link you a really cool podcast, which you may already know about. Yes. Yeah. That is... So when I went to one of the Unite conferences, one of the Unity conferences, I would say... almost half the people I talked to, their games were kind of like in the marketing sector or in the mobile sector. So it'd be something like making a game for some sort of film coming out or some sort of product. That was a lot of people, that I encountered too. I was gonna throw this your way because you may dig it. It's always like super inspirational. It's a podcast by Ash Thorpe, which is the one of the special effects artists that was behind like Oblivion or Tron Legacy or some really cool like Akira shorts. And it's a podcast where he interviews creatives that are specifically in the virtual effects industry. And it's really... their work is amazing. Yeah, those VFX people are just something else. Which you probably are pretty close to, being kind of in the marketing area of it. You probably see a little more virtual effects than most, like, maybe even game people would typically see. At least that's my guess. Also, the music I'm playing is totally just like, I'm so small, it's not like I'm gonna deal with monetization, so I'm just like, I'm gonna play some corny anime music over this here stream. Let's see here. And eventually this final creation is gonna be a 256 by 256 texture, so it's gonna be very low res, this character and its texture work. Which, thankfully, Substance Painter, I love. You can just jump between the different resolutions. So, like, if I jump down to 256, as you can see how blurry it's going to be. I'll probably end up downscaling it inside of Photoshop just because of how much better their algorithms are. Oh, one moment here. Can respond to something. Hello! Holy. You can just make sure it's the right bottle. Yeah. Love you, baby. Doing good. Doing great. Oh, baby. Yeah, the whole reason I'm able to do the streaming thing for the moment is we're very lucky that I have a sweet mother-in-law assisting. So I carve out a portion of my day to do this game project stuff. Oh, she's super sweet. Yeah. I'm super duper lucky to kind of like have the support group to be able to pursue this stuff. And part of it was like, so one thing I talk about with, or I want to talk about sometime on stream is just the fact that, like, all I did was I saved my money doing graphic design and got a few rental properties here and there, just like 3. And thanks to that, like, I've got enough, like, passive income to do the video game stuff, which is great. So that's why I'm able to do this stuff is whenever I do my teaching, it doesn't pay a lot, but teaching plus just a little bit of money from my there's cool ways to do it. Oh man. The world is such a weird state right now where it's really hard. Like, the disparity of generational wealth of what people can earn right now is so hard and difficult. Like, the reason why I was able to get like a rental property was because like it was my wife and I's joint income together that was able to let us save up enough money to purchase a rental. But it's like, if you don't shouldn't be laughing at that, but that emoji cracked me up with it. If you're not like working with like a partner, like some sort of life partner or friend to like put your money together and like live together, it's so hard to earn money right now to get ahead of stuff. I wish it wasn't that way. I really wish it wasn't. And so I don't want to say I'm a good landlord, but I try to be not like a freaking monster like all the other landlords out in the world. So, for example, my wife and I, when we price our rentals, we look at what minimum wages in our what a livable minimum wage is in our state, and we make sure to never price our. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. According to research, a person should only ever have to spend 30% of their income at max on their rent. So to get the roof on their head, it should never be 30% above what they're earning right now. So we look at what the minimum wage was for our state and what people are on average earning, and then we priced it to where a person that is renting from us is never spending more than 30% of their money towards their rent. Like, I don't want someone to be stuck in my rental units forever. I want them to earn enough money to get their own house and like get somewhere. What's funny though, what's hilarious, is so anytime we post a rental unit on Facebook, we get all these comments like, "Why is this place so cheap? There must be something wrong with it. This has to be a ripoff somehow." I'm just like, it's not a ripoff, guys. It's just what it is. Yeah, I was like, do you want me to raise this rent? I'm just gonna keep it as it is. But what's funny is like, I have a relative. So the reason we got rentals is a relative of mine. They do rentals as well, and I'm not gonna say anything about can't talk bad. I'm not gonna talk bad about any individuals close to me here on stream. I would say my renting practices are different. Yep. Yep. Exactly. But it's actually been really nice. Like, I've never had like any problems with any of my renters, and they're really sweet, and just have a good relationship with them. A lot of them I wish I could just be buds with them, but this is what it is. Boy, I'm just working so messy at this. I gotta redo the geometry again on this color. It's okay. We're finding the lines here in a second. I just want to see how bad this geometry is, like the stretching there on that face. Blech. Yeah, before you jumped on here, I did like one adjustment pass on it for the... color there. Let's see if I'm just not happy with how thick I'm making these things. Are so much fruit. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, I had so cool. My brother, I'm out in the Midwest, though I would love to be at a different location in the U.S. in the Midwest. However, my brother, he lived in California for a number of years, and what my brother was paying at the time for a single room inside of someone's home, so like he was living inside of a home where a family was of 4. And he was just renting the room, only the room. The price he was paying per month would have got him, like, here where I'm living, like a 5,000 square foot house. And he was paying what would have gotten him a 5,000 square foot house here in Missouri, got him a single room, like 400 square foot room, maybe smaller than that in California at the time. It is what it is. He ended up moving back from California. But I gotta go visit. I liked California when I visited. That was a pretty dang cool place. I don't know if I'd want to necessarily live there. But certainly I would love to be able to visit it a lot. Oh, yeah, dude, I love Washington. It's a cool state. Yeah, man. I have friends who live up there. And they one of them works actually as a he's an engineer for Amazon. He's actually working on their drone program, and he's told me some crazy. I don't know if I can share some of the things he's told me how the drones are going to function, and it's pretty darn cool if they do work as he is trying to make them work. But anyways, as for the woes for Washington, yeah. Which is too bad because Washington is just the prettiest place. And I loved all the people when I visited. And you know what's funny is like your guys' food. When I visited, I was expecting to pay a lot of money to go to the restaurants. But your guys' food was less expensive than it is here in Missouri. And I think part of it is just like the competition, because you guys, it's crazy to me when I was in Washington, I was shocked at how little chain restaurants there were. We're like, here in Missouri, if you're not eating at McDonald's, it ain't fine dining. So, McDonald's is fine dining. And I think maybe because of those chains, and the fact that you guys, I think because you guys have so many independent restaurants competing for business, that maybe your guys' restaurant costs are just a little bit less than what we have here. So I was both really impressed by your food and the kindness of the people. And this is an outsider's perspective. I'm sure, like, you could tell me if, like, living there is another story. Because that's part of it. Is like, when you're visiting as a tourist anywhere, it's like, you get the best experience a town can offer. Or what a state can offer. Also, I kind of dug when people are like, it's constantly raining. You tell me if this is true. So the idea that Washington is constantly raining isn't quite accurate from what I've heard, and that what it is it's constantly misty. It's always misting. It's always like kind of like a slight drizzly rain. It's not necessarily a downpour constantly. Whenever I visited Seattle when I went, it was always kind of like misty. It's always wet. Yeah, yeah. I kind of dig. Well, I'm sure it gets old after a while because you're always gonna have frizzy hair. But I liked that I was constantly chill. I was always cold. So, oh, that's why. Oh no, I am a bit of a sun baby. I might miss the sun. Do Washingtonians, do they invest in those artificial sun lamps to get that extra bit of vitamin D? Wait. I'm not happy with some of that searching. Let's keep working though. Not really. Let's see. Let's see here. They'll work for a few more minutes. Oh yeah. Are you wanting more of the sunlight in your day to day? Oh, you grew up in California. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can see that being the case. When I was in California, man, I was blown away at how utterly perfect the weather was constantly. Like, oh, it was pretty much always like 70 degrees. It just felt amazing. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Well, you're lucky. I mean, since you work in the game industry, you're at one of the. I mean, like pretty much like it's pretty much. It looks to be like Texas, California, Washington, and maybe Chicago. You're guaranteed to find some sort of game work there. Which actually, so would you want to transition to VFX over painting, doing illustration? I'm sure also, not to be too curmudgeonly about the game industry, I'm sure VFX plays a pretty penny. Or can pay a prettier penny. Ah! Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, you may get into it and be like, not the cup of tea. That makes sense. This geometry. This is like one of the first times I'm really doing, oh my gosh, Riot. Oh, I'm dying to go watch Arcane on Netflix. The Riot's art team is incredible. Oh my goodness. They're just... I hope they get the... It was amazing. Okay, oh. My wife, she loves all of the music videos that Riot has put out. And even though she doesn't, like, say play League or, have an interest in playing League, she can't get over... It's like anytime one of those music videos comes out from them, she'll, like, I want to go see it. And so when I showed her the trailer for Arcane, she's like, I got goosebumps watching that trailer. So that's awesome to hear that it's so, so good. I am tremendously excited. I'm glad to hear it's awesome. Also, since I'm a little bit of a edgy person, I play the Jinx on League from time to time. Oh, cool. That's excellent. Yeah, that is really great to hear. And I like that I kind of dig the release schedule they're doing, this 3 episode at a time idea. I think that's good because everyone will be talking about it. The problem with, like, Netflix is, like, things just, like... For example, there's a really good anime called Devilman Crybaby. Yeah, I bet you do. Devilman Crybaby was a great anime, but because it released all at once, like people talked about it and hyped it up, and then like it just died down. And I hope because Arcane's like 3 episodes at a time, people will just constantly be talking about it. Who knows? Maybe before I do my next stream, I'll be able to talk to you about my thoughts on Arcane. Yeah, they, so, the fact that the trailer gave me goosebumps and made me feel emotional, I was like, uh-oh, this show is the room's gonna get a little dusty while I'm watching this show, I think. So that's cool to hear that it's so emotional. Yeah, what Netflix is doing with some shows, like Castlevania, is something else. You ready to get your emotions ready? Great! Bring it on, bring it on. That's cool. I'm happy they are able to, like, get that much emotional impact already. Oh, thank you! Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll report back soon on my thoughts on it, because I've been dying to watch it. The thing about it is, like, they... Riot, when they blend the 2D with 3D elements, it's so stinking smart from both, like, production and style. I can't get over it. The only people I can think of that's doing what Riot's doing is maybe... I don't know if you've seen the game Guilty Gear Strive, but Guilty Gear is they do a couple really cool things. They mix a lot of 2D elements with their 3D, and then the way they design their models is specific for making them look like 2D characters. It's really neat. They actually have some GDC talks on how they pull it off. But, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to go watch it now. You got me so excited. Yeah, they, so part of, let me take a picture of it real quick, what their stuff looks like. Because it looks kind of like what the idea of how League of Legends and them combine 2D with 3D. Here's Strive. I'll show you a quick snapshot from their game. There you go, that's a really good shot. There you go. So, what's kind of awesome about Guilty Gear Strive is this is all 3D, but they're not using, and the thing is, they're not using ramp shaders or some sort of cell shading or some sort of special. They do have specialized shaders, but it's not the shaders that are making these look like cartoon characters. Instead, what they do is, at every point you see the line work on the characters, that's actually... Yeah, isn't that crazy? What they do is their UV maps, their textures are... those lines are actually 3D. So say this black line on his edge here, or this black line on his collar, or in his mouth. What they do is they actually... it's 3D. It's 3D... it's part of the geometry. And the reason they built the line work of the characters into the geometry is as the texture resolution goes down, or as you're pulled out further from the character, the lines will always remain as sharp as possible. So it's most of these, not all of them, but 90% of the lines on the characters are part of the mesh. And then, on top of it, instead of doing your typical normals that you would get out of a 3D model, they made special normals that make the shadows move like they would if they were in a cartoon. It's crazy. It's super duper cool. But what's awesome is, like, their GDC talk goes through all of it. So you can actually, if you wanted to, you could, like, try to make a character look like that. Pretty darn neat. Well, alright. So it's been pretty decent portion of this morning here working on just a few of the things. Primarily doing the mesh work. But, I was going to say, I am on here Monday through Friday. So, any old morning you're on, feel free to catch up with me. And whenever I come back tomorrow, we'll work more on the texture painting thing and try to just really fast knock out the bulk of it. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Instagram was a bunch of people freaking out about you're talking about the Guilty Gear 2D anime animators. I know, dude. They're getting closer. They're getting super close. But I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning or any other morning here on Hard Drive 32. And thanks for following again. And something fun is I'm going to be playing some friends in Mario Party, and I built a custom board to try to defeat one of my friends. We'll see how it goes. That's something fun to look forward to. But good to meet you, Jay Cornell Art. Everybody out there, have a great day, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Ciao.